Breaking update from the Windy City. The franchise has officially parted ways with their star wide receiver, just months after a massive contract extension. Sources indicate a fractured relationship led the front office to prioritize locker room culture over elite production. This is a massive pivot for the general manager. Stay tuned for the full breakdown and subscribe for more insider reports.
Reporting on the significant roster development regarding DJ Moore and the Chicago Bears. It is officially the end of a chapter that began with high hopes and a blockbuster trade. DJ Moore has spoken out regarding his departure from the Windy City, providing a candid look behind the curtain at a relationship that, according to sources, had become increasingly strained over the last few months. Moore addressed the fan base directly, acknowledging the frustration in the stands, but defending his commitment and professionalism during his tenure. When you look at the timeline, this separation is a significant pivot for general manager Ryan Poles. Remember, Moore was the crown jewel of the trade that sent the #1 overall pick to the Carolina Panthers in 2023. He was acquired to be the undisputed alpha receiver, a safety blanket for a developing quarterback, and a cornerstone of the offensive rebuild. Following a stellar debut season in Chicago, where he posted career highs in reception yards, the organization rewarded him with a massive 4-year, $110 million contract extension, signaling he was here for the long haul. However, sources indicate that the internal dynamics shifted as the offense struggled to find consistency. The criticism from fans regarding Moore's body language during losses and his perceived disconnect from the coaching staff's adjustments became a focal point of local media coverage. Moore's comments today suggest he felt scapegoated for broader systemic failures within the offensive scheme. He emphasized that his passion for winning was often misinterpreted as negativity by a fan base desperate for results. From an insider perspective, this move indicates that the front office is prioritizing cultural alignment over raw talent retention. The decision to move on from a player of Moore's caliber, specifically one who just signed a long-term deal with significant guarantees, is not made lightly. It points to a fundamental disagreement on the direction of the offense. We are seeing a front office that is willing to admit when a fit isn't right, even if it means unwinding a major investment.
Now we must look at the immediate and long-term ramifications of this roster shakeup inside Hallis Hall. The departure of DJ Moore leaves a massive vacuum at the top of the wide receiver depth chart, specifically regarding the X-receiver position. This places an immense amount of immediate pressure on the remaining receiving corps, particularly Rome Odunze, to accelerate their development and step into a primary target role earlier than perhaps anticipated. Strategically, this forces the offensive coordinator to redesign the passing attack. Without Moore's ability to win consistently against press man coverage on the outside, the Bears will likely pivot to a more scheme-dependent offense, relying on spacing, bunch formations, and motion to create separation, rather than relying on individual dominance. Financially, the implications are complex and painful. While moving Moore clears his base salary off future books, the Bears are absorbing a significant dead cap hit in the immediate term due to the guaranteed money in his recent extension. This is a calculated risk by Ryan Poles, essentially buying a cultural reset at the cost of salary cap efficiency. It signals to the locker room that no contract is large enough to secure a roster spot if the on-field chemistry and buy-in are not at 100%. My verdict on this move is that it is a high-stakes gamble that prioritizes the quarterback's development environment over proven production. By removing a disgruntled voice, the Bears hope to streamline the communication in the huddle, but they are undeniably less talented on paper today than they were yesterday. The margin for error for the remaining pass catchers has just evaporated. This is a defining moment for the current regime and their ability to evaluate talent versus temperament. I want to hear from you. Do you believe the Bears made the right call by cutting ties with their most talented receiver to preserve locker room harmony? Or is this a mistake that will haunt the offense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for ongoing updates as we track who the Bears bring in to fill this void.